Yo, what's up? This your boy Dante coming to you with a quick episode of Keeping It a Buck. Look, check this out. Before we go into the content, I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you like the content, subscribe. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. If you disagree with the content, let me know because I'm not a person that don't have a problem with disagreement. I understand that people can disagree respectfully, but I'm going to talk about something that I saw today. I got the notification days ago, and I know this may be old news to some of y'all, but I'm going to give my perspective on it and what I see, and I see the hidden agenda. And Brandon Tatum, he said something that in the video where he's alluded to he can't say what he wanted to say. So B Tatum, guess what? I got you. I'll say it. And then the second thing is he made a statement that I disagree with, and I'll tell you why. But trust me, I'm not against B Tatum. So if you don't know who Brandon Tatum is, go to his YouTube channel. It's the Officer Brandon Tatum. You can look him up, and hey, he got some good content. Doesn't mean that just because people have good content doesn't mean you always got to agree with it. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. But without further ado, we're going to talk about the San Fran gay male chorus talking about converting kids. Let me say this before I show Brandon and what he said, and made his statements. Leave our kids the hell alone. And when I say hell, some people may say when you start cursing, I'm not cursing. Hell is putting this out, so I'm telling hell to leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. You want to sit here and put all this indoctrination on our kids? I'm telling you, leave them alone. I'm a product of what this stuff does. And I'm telling you, only by the grace of God, I'm here in my right mind. Only by the grace of God, I'm still here, period. So without further ado, let's go to Brandon Tatum and let him do his thing. And I'm going to give my commentary and my reaction to this foolishness. And we're going to be out of here. You feel me? And I'm going to try to keep my temperament in check this time because I did this video once and I got so mad that it really showed. And I'm trying to have control of my emotions and my temperament, but I'm very passionate about this subject right here because I know the detriment it could do to the kids, and that's why I talk about it. I'll give that commentary on the back end. Let's go.
Forcing an agenda like this on children, even insinuating, even joking about forcing children to convert and all this other stuff is completely unacceptable. Now they've made videos. I think they did a thing about vaccines, and they all offbeat and looking wacky in three left shoes. But this right here is triggering a lot of people around the country, and I understand why. I understand why. Because this is absolutely unacceptable. There is nothing funny about propagating this type of a behavior to young children, and specifically, this person mentioned children. Now you don't have to listen to me. Don't believe B Tatum. I'm gonna let you hear it from the horse's mouth. I want to call him a donkey, but I'm trying to be a Christian. Wrote a film.
Still working against equal rights? We have a message for you. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked?
Yeah, yeah.
Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it.
I'm hoping that they trolling. But is there truth to what he's saying? Yes. Bit by bit, you'll barely notice it. I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna let you hear the rest of it because that plus the singing of the song, everybody should get banned from social media. They'll ban you on social media if you have an opinion about something. They are literally talking about. I'm trying not to say it because they're gonna kick me off of here, but they're literally. This is a crime. This will technically.
Brandon Tatum, I got you. So what you're basically saying in essence, and what I gather is that you're basically saying they're trying to promote pedophilia, and you will be right because I'm a product of a pedophile molested me. And what they did was, little by little, they groomed me. And I'm gonna tell you this: is that's what people don't want to admit. What they're doing now, they've already told kids in school that it's all right for them to masturbate and do everything else. And they always going after the kids because they know the kids are our future. They know their children are our future. So this is why they're going after the children. Because they know most of us that are adults, our minds are already set. Whatever we gonna be, whatever we gonna do is done. But when it comes to the children, their minds are still able to be shaped. And this is why they're doing this foolishness. So he didn't want to say it, but I would say it. They're trying to make it to where the crime that he's talking about to where right now that it is illegal for an adult to interact with a kid sexually. But guess what? They're trying to get it so normalized and trying to get it so to the point to where it's accepted to where people will say be outraged when you say you want to criminally charge somebody. They'll be like, wait a minute, this is natural, this is normal. So they're gonna be okay with that. What I'm telling you this is that we got to understand that people put things in lyrics and songs and stuff because people hear the music and not listen to the words. So what these people are doing in the San Fran, which is no surprise to me in California, that they are basically saying the quiet parts out loud. And those of us that have ears need to hear and not be so trying to be a part of the get along gang to where we just don't say anything. No, I feel like this. If Dr. Anthony Fauci can be an expert and can speak about whatever he speak about, and he's not censored, then I'm talking about something that I have 25 plus years in. I lived in the LGBTQ community. There's so many things I could tell you about their lifestyle that you would just be like, wow. And then I have ignorant people get on here and try to say I'm explaining to y'all about my lifestyle and I'm trying to prove a point to y'all that I'm no longer gay. Look, if I was still gay and I still slept with men, I would tell you that. I have no reason to hide that. I would tell you the truth. But I'm not like everybody else. Even if I was having sex with my wife, if I was married, I wouldn't be telling everybody about that because it's not everybody's business. And this is what trips me out about the LGBTQ is they always saying don't judge, but they can judge. They always say don't say nothing about us, but they talk about everybody else. And then what trips me out, you say don't judge, but if you're a transgender man or woman, when I look at you, don't I got to make a judgment call to say, oh, you're a man or a woman? Even if you're transgender. So judgment using that is so stupid to me. So I'm gonna go back to B Tatum because I feel myself getting mad again. Because when it comes to them children, I will say this: leave the kids alone. Leave them alone. There's no reason to mess with the kids. Let the kids play with their Play-Doh. Let them play in the sandbox. Let them do what they do. Because little by little, what they're trying to do is make it comfortable and make it normal. Because I know when my pedophile, and I would say my pedophile because the dude that did it to me, he made it comfortable because he touched me on the arm. Then he'll touch me on the leg, and then he'll touch me on the back. And before you know it, I got desensitized to all the touching, and then after a while, he went in for the kill. What I'm saying is we have a mandate as parents, as adults, to watch out for kids. Would you let a kid playing in the street get ran over by a car? Would you? Would you see a kid that's drowning? Would you let them drown? Or would you try to save them? That's all I'm trying to do. Because you know what? We got to save our children. Point blank, period. The end. Let's go back to B. Tatum.
What he's saying, if they were to accomplish this or do this, it would be a crime. It'll be a felony crime to do what they're talking about. But they don't get suppressed. They don't get shadow banned. Nothing. I'm telling you, man. I've had enough of this. Let it play.
Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protests. Oh, and you'll be disgusted so when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their sight, like information. Guess what? You'll still be alright. We'll convert your children.
I can barely listen to that. I want to give knuckle sandwiches to both of these dudes. I want to give them knuckle sandwiches and my pillow specials. I can't I can't stand it. I try to just be fair and say, man, God created everybody And there's some dudes in this world that God created that are soft.
And this is the point I disagree with. God did not make men soft. That's not the origin of man. The whole thing of man is masculinity. This is what they're going against. And so again, I'm not saying that Brandon said that intentionally or if there was a slip of the tongue. I don't know because I don't know him like that. But I'm saying I disagree because of the simple fact God is a God of strength. We talk about God and we refer to him as a he, which means it represents strength, provision, protection. And so these men being soft and Corey bonds, they come from Satan. This is a Satan agenda. We know what Baphomet looked like. We know what this symbol is. So again, God has nothing to do with that. I'm telling you, since the fall of man, I'm telling you, the devil has did his job to try to destroy man because he knows that he cannot get back in position. But God, through his son, Jesus Christ, has given us opportunity to get back into position from where we have fallen from. So this, I disagree with totally. And the thing is, I'm not even going to play the whole song because I'm getting madder about a minute. Talk about converting your kids. And then the thing is, we have some parents that's a part of this get along gang and they just letting it just happen. Why would you let somebody do this to your kids? And I don't understand, like they don't censor people like Cardi B and Lil Nas X. You can get on TV, a grown man and kids, grown men, and they don't censor that. And they let kids see this on their family show. They let them see this, but yet and still, they don't get censored. But if somebody like myself, because I'm an expert, I'm gonna tell you that now, I'm an expert in that lifestyle. I'm an expert in the ramifications of a person that has gone through not only molestation, but also through homosexuality. I'm gonna tell you, it's very dangerous when a person don't know who they are. It's very dangerous when a person has to question who they are. Y'all see this? I say I'm Black history. I'm Black history. I'm saying that I'm not oppressed. I understand they want to tell us history, you know, that, hey, you know what, y'all was oppressed and all this and the third. Nah. Then they trying to attach homosexuality to Black. That's not the same struggle. The thing is, many years I hid the fact that I was gay and I slept with men. I hid that. But one thing I couldn't hide is the skin. I can hide that. So let's stop trying to equate the two because they're not the same. It's not the same struggle. As Brandon had on his shirt, we need to make men men again. We got to start telling the truth. And the thing is, the truth is they're after our kids. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to kind of wrap this up real quick because I don't want to make this a long video. But most of us, when we grew up, we heard about the Pied Piper, right? The Pied Piper, we know the Pied Piper was the one that was able to play the flute, and he was able to play it so skillfully that he was able to get the rats out of the, you know, out of the village. And so the mayor said, I would pay you if you can get him out. He played, and then he got the rats out. And then the mayor said, you know what, you ain't getting paid. And so he turned and said, well, you know what, got upset, got in his feelings, like most of the people when they don't get their way, getting their feelings and say, okay, well, now I'm gonna go after the kids. So he started playing the music for the kids, and the kids end up leaving out. Then if you look it up, it says that the Pied Piper was the Pied Piper of Transylvania. Transylvania. What's up with that? Why are you targeting the kids? You know what I'm saying? You're targeting the kids, you're playing the music, it's just like these singing the song to basically indoctrinate the kids. And then the thing is, we got parents that sitting back and they, man, I don't want to offend nobody. I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about truth is it's offensive. Like I said, people come to me and say, Dante, you need to lose weight. I might be offended. What, you trying to call me fat? No, you need to lose weight. It's the truth. But why am I get offended by it? Do something about it. So when you see him next time, I don't lose weight. Now what? What I'm saying is that this conversion of kids, y'all need to really go back and read the Gay Manifesto. And if it wasn't a real document, then we won't be seeing this as a reality. They talking about get a vax for the thing, then people need to get a vax for reality and to cure stupidity and to cure being weak and to cure being, you know, just relinquishing our power, man. The government, nobody is taking our power from us. I'm telling you, newsflash, we're relinquishing our power. We're giving our power to them, man. Nobody can come into your house and take over your house unless they bind you first. The Bible says that no man can break into a man's house and overtake him unless he first bind him. You can't take over somebody unless you bind them in the mind. And what's happening now, they're saying that, hey, if you don't treat people fairly, being fair is being truthful. Since when being truthful is unfair? The fact of the matter is they trying to push a CRT saying that we wasn't taught what we should have been taught. They're saying that it's unfair, but yet and still they saying it's the truth. So this is what I understand about people is that if we're telling the truth, then we're being fair. I think when you lie to me, that's unfair. I think when you tell me that you're trying to help me, but yet you're trying to hurt me, that's unfair. So I'm getting tired of all this intolerance and tolerance and all this stuff, because what I found out is that, man, I see a lot of people at work, and I know that a lot of guys are straight, a lot of girls are straight, and they talk to gay guys and straight guys. It's not because of the fact they're scared of them, the homophobia and all that stuff is not even something they think about. They just understand who they are, and they understand who these people are, and they respect them as such, and nobody have any problems. So this whole thing of tolerance, I don't see nobody in the break room going off on somebody because they're gay. I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, if the gay guy come up to the straight guy, or the straight girl, or the gay girl go up to the straight girl and they tell them, no, I'm not with that. That's not being non-inclusive. They're just saying that's not what I rock with. Period. So this Pied Piper, again, with this music, is basically getting into our kids, and they're luring our kids away from truth. And then we have parents, because I believe they say in the story that the parents had went out to church or whatever, and they was doing what they was doing. They could have been at work, church, they could have went to a ball game, doesn't matter. What I'm saying is they wasn't there to watch their kids. They wasn't there to see what was going on with their children. And then we have people with the Pied Piper, and the word pied means colorful. Think about the representation of these people. And when I say these people, I'm talking about these people that I once was. Do I hate these people? No. But I will expose these people. I will, because I feel like it's necessary. I don't feel like it would be fair for me to know the truth and withhold the truth and unrighteousness. Read Romans 1:18. You do that on your own time. I can't do it. I must tell the truth. I must tell the truth. And so for all these people getting on here thinking that I'm trying to explain to people about my lifestyle, trying to prove a point, that has nothing to do with it. What I'm telling you is facts, is that most of these kids that are encountering these pedophiles, they end up on drugs, they end up what they call mental illness, they end up all kinds of ways. And this right here could be stopped if we only just speak up and stand up and do what we have to do. This is what the Bible says right here. It talks about this. I believe it's in Luke 17:2. If I'm misquoting it, the scripture, this way it says, though. It says, for it's better for a man to have a millstone tied about his neck and cast himself into the midst of the sea, rather to offend one of God's little children. Be careful, please. What I'm telling you is that these people that sit up here, they have no fear of God. When you have fear of God, you will not do some of the things that we see people doing. Let me tell you this. Most people always say, well, the offended end up becoming the offender. Let me tell you this. By the grace of God, I've never looked at a kid and said I want to do to a kid what happened to me. I know the trauma. I know the trauma. Not that I have ever had a desire to mess with a kid, but at the same time, my mindset was I will do everything I can to protect kids. I'm not going out here like some of the articles I read where they're saying that they want to basically kill some of these people in the San Fran gay choir. I'm not that dude. But I'm telling you this, if I see a person that is an adult messing with a kid, I'm telling you, I will not be responsible for what I do. And I'm telling you, I will lay hands, and it won't be to pray for you either. I'm telling you that now. It won't be to pray for you. So I'm telling you this, man. We have a right. We have a mandate. Before we keep relinquishing our power, let's take our power back and say, look, you're not going to go after the kids. What grown folks choose to do is their business. Like I said, what you do in your bedroom and what you do in the bathroom, nobody really cares. But when you bring it out here and try to force me to accept something that I don't like, or to try to make me accept something that I don't want, that's unfair. That's a bully to me. It's the same thing about them wanting to run around here and talking about we're going to door to door to hit you with the jab. Listen, if I don't want it, accept the fact I don't want it. They're trying to push everything because we're allowing them to do it. So I'm going to tell you this, gay choir of San Fran, leave our kids the hell alone. I'm telling you that. And I'm not cursing. I'm not saying that to be vulgar or to use profanity. I'm just telling you, leave our kids alone, because our kids have a chance, and they should have a chance to grow up to decide to do what they want to do, not by you trying to convert them. Leave that to their parents to teach them what they should know. That ain't your job, choir. If you want to teach these grown men how to sing, teach them, but leave the babies alone. Leave the babies alone. Leave them alone. Because I'm telling you, if y'all don't be careful, this thing that we don't like called pedophilia is going to become a thing. They're already trying to fight for rights now. YouTube, you may try to strike this video because you know what I'm saying is not a lie. Everything I'm saying is factual. So what you're going to say, I'm putting out misinformation? Or maybe because I'm giving an opinion about this gay choir? I am free to my opinion, right? I'm telling you, them going around here singing a song ain't no different than the Pied Piper luring the kids out by trying to tell them something that is not right. I'm telling you, the way we're going right now, what we know as humanity is about to cease. Because if you got male and man sitting together and female sitting together, if you got trans sleeping with trans, I'm telling you, what we know as humanity is going to come to a stricken halt. Do we want that? Do we want that? They're already trying to depopulate humanity in so many different ways because all these people are trying to play God. There's only one God. And the reason why they hate Jesus so much, because that's the only God that would not submit to the plots and the plans of the enemy. This is why when you say Jesus' name, people get offended. But you can say Buddha and you can say Muhammad all day, and people, assalamu alaikum. And yeah, my shirt have that power on there because again, it's not no thing of virtually signaling to nobody that I'm black power. No, that ain't what it is. What I'm saying is I understand my history and I understand I do have power as a black man. So to all of you guys that may disagree, I want to know. I want to know. Like I said, and again, I don't hate Brandon Tatum. I'm just saying that particular statement he made, I didn't agree with. But as far as everything else, hey, I'm with it. And I think I will put the video below so you can see the gay choir if they haven't took it off because they got so much backlash. I'll let y'all hear them sing the song. I didn't want to hear no more of the song. I didn't want to get in my spirit. So that's why I kind of just stopped the video where I stopped it. Again, we must save our children. We must. Because children can't save themselves. Because if you're an adult, act like one. Let's not become on the same level of kids where we cannot make rational decisions. We got to be able to do it for ourselves. And we got to trust God to teach us and show us how. And the only way we can do this is by standing up and speaking out. And I'm going to tell you, I have a voice. As long as I have a voice, I'm going to use it. I know the detriments of going through pedophilia. I'm telling you, it is a horrible thing. You got men right now, women right now that are challenged right now, even in their adult years, because of what happened to them when they was kids. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you frame a kid's mind when they become adults, it's going to be hard to get them to change their mind. That's why some of us that was raised Democrat, this is why we have such a hard time with people that left the plantation and say, nah, I'm going to do something different, because that's what was put in our mind. Change our mind. This is why we got to understand what the word of God says. It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Put your mind back in the state before all the garbage went in it. And be transformed. Be transformed. Don't get conformed to this world. So I'm just telling you that, and that's all I got to say. I believe my temperament was a little bit down than what it was. So if y'all would have saw that first video, y'all be like, Dante, calm down. But nah, when it comes to the kids, I get a little upset about that. And if I necessarily have to lay hands, put paws on, I'll do it. Leave them kids alone. I'll tell you that now. Gay choir, if you want them in part of your choir, wait till they're adults and be able to make a decision to sing in your choir. Don't try to convert them. Then you got a little teeny bop, choir talking about they gay and they proud. I'm sick of it. You want to be gay, be gay. You want to be whatever you want to be it. But be who you are and stop trying to make me accept it. If I don't accept it, I just don't accept it. I don't. I can still love you and not accept what you bring in. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I got to say. I'm done. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And again, as always, if you like the content, I need you to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I will be putting another video out tomorrow because this guy, I want to mention him. Descendants of Chaos and Controversy. I'm telling you, he did a video the other day and it blew my mind because I'm like, I never had a subscriber that subscribed to my channel talk about me the way he did. And I was, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a grown man, and I was almost brought to tears. So just wanted to shout him out. Want to shout out Burberry 86. Want to shout him out, man. These dudes, them two dudes, don't know them from Adam's Cat, but these two dudes have been very influential in my life, and I just want to give them shout out. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, you can go to Burberry 86 Common Sense. You can subscribe to this page. Go subscribe. And Descendants of Chaos and Controversy, go subscribe to his page. These are black men spitting truth. And so if we want truth, we got to go get it. You feel me? So I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all self and stay blessed. Peace.